Muy
Hello,
magnifico.
and welcome back to the Barley Roast.
Welcome back.
My name is Damian Coleman.
Welcome back.
I'm Lee Fabian.
Welcome back.
It's kind of spooky. There's a spooky
I'm Philip
way to-
Morgan.
Spooky way to announce your name. We're drinking a big old beer today. It looks like a wine bottle.
Yes, today is Barrel of Monks Brewing. This is their winter seasonal. It's
Aw, I
Father
like the pic-
Father Christmas.
I like the picture of Santa on it.
This
It's
is,
wholesome.
This is the
Say it's
20
wholesome.
It's wholesome. Look how wholesome that picture is.
Yeah, it's a happy little Santa.
Yeah, man, it's Santa.
That's like Santa, the Emperor of the Snow
It-
Time.
He does look like a fucking
Lord of the Snow.
tyrannical emperor.
It is the tyranny of the snow.
I am Father
Father.
Christmas.
Christmas.
Saint Nicholas,
I make
Lord of Christmas.
make the toys slaves.
Does every Nick become Saint Nicholas?
10% alcohol.
No.
Do they? This beer is bottle conditioned and will have a small layer of yeast sediment at the bottom.
Yes, it
Pour
did.
carefully into a stemmed glass.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We recommend you leave the yeast on the bottom of the bottle.
Well, we don't have stemmed glass, so
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
A stemmed glass.
We have trunked.
yeah, we ain't got them.
What's
like
a
a trunk.
stemmed? What is a stemmed glass? Like a wine glass?
It's like a, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, we could have got
That's-
wine glasses.
yeah,
I got
that's
those.
like-
This is like the whole
That's the
trunk.
stem.
This is like the trunk of a tree.
Yeah.
Trunk. I just made
A-
that up,
a
but
trunk.
you know.
Look at how small that is too.
Yeah.
That was-
Holiday ales are a big deal. That's all I-
Yeah. Holiday ales are a big deal in Belgium. Most major breweries there make one, usually spiced brown ales. That in that tradition, we present to you Father Christmas.
Yo.
This is a dark ale made with the finest European malt and hops, fermented
great
with a
smell, too.
classic Belgian yeast strain, and gently spiced with holiday spices to evoke that feeling of sitting around the fire during the holidays. It is made slowly and carefully with long maturation time, and to allow the flavors to fully develop. We hope this flavorful beer will add to your happiness during the holiday season. Happy holidays from Barrel of Monks. This vintage dated beer should age well for years.
Should age well for years.
Yeah.
You just leave it forever.
Yeah,
so-
I had a 2016 last year that I think at that point, well, yeah, it was last year, so it was a year old. Right? Is
Wow. Time.
math smart?
365.
I had to look.
Linear time.
I had to look at the
Whoa.
bottle and I had to look back at you and I was like,
Yeah, this is the 2018, so that's this year's.
2018.
2018.
2018.
2018.
2018.
Too easy.
Right.
Look at how brown that is. It is truly
It
a
is
brown ale.
brown. If you put up some
Cheers,
light, you can even
boys.
see the.
Smells like nutmeg.
There's a little nuttiness.
It tastes like Christmas.
I
What
can see
is
myself.
that?
I can see myself being a father, sitting on the back porch on Christmas Eve, watching my children play in the grass while I'm sitting here drinking this
That is
beer with
big.
my uncle or something,
Yeah.
This is
or
10%.
my cousin.
It almost tastes kind of like a cider.
I don't really
It
say
does
that.
have. It does.
Brewed in bottle. I didn't know Barrel of Monks was in Boca.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, they're local brew.
Interesting.
How dare they make a Christmas beer without even knowing what Christmas feels like?
Yeah.
Well, with this, how dare
I'm just kidding. How?
they make Santa look like the emperor, the tyrannical emperor
They
of
still put a beach behind him.
snow. That's right.
Because it's a Florida beer.
Nah,
Florida company.
he's fine.
Yeah, it's good. He does look like he's about to conquer some lands, though.
He is going
It's
to
kind of like
conquer
a,
another
it's
one.
kind of like a
Conquer
cider.
the
It's
pole.
honestly really
The
light
North Pole.
on the mouth.
It is. It's not.
It's not as thick as the Funky Buddha one, but
No,
it
not nearly.
it kicks you in the teeth just as hard with all the flavor.
I don't feel like it does. I
It
feel like
does-
it's more
it
like
does
a
for me.
tongue, more of like a
I'm going in again to
like
verify one of you guys is.
I feel like
Yeah,
IPAs.
it's
It's real big up front,
Yeah, well,
flavor. It's a lot
instant
of
flavor.
Oh yeah, no, definitely flavor.
But it
instantly.
feels like it dies out
But there is some acidity in
kind
there.
of quickly.
There is some
Yeah.
acidity like
Yeah.
there would be in like a cider that hits you.
But I feel like some of the flavor dies out where like the big bold upfront flavor dies out to where it leaves you kind of with like a oh god, what do you describe it? Like I have honestly just kind of like nutmeg.
Yeah,
At
no,
the
it's like
very
it's a
end.
very
Very like faint. But
Yeah.
it's still
It
like
is.
no, it's
it
it's
makes
like
you want
slightly,
more.
slightly bitter, slightly nutty,
Oh,
Yeah.
but it
like
is
aftertaste.
a very full-bodied beer.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the first one had me
And
kind of
that's-
burping, but this one is
Yeah.
It's-
It's big.
It's such
It's
an
big.
explosion of flavor. As soon as it like hits your tongue, it's like
Yeah. It's
like
a slow
sucker
sipper.
punch.
Like it's not something you could drink quickly.
Oh no. This is like a celebration beer.
Yeah.
This is between two people.
Exactly. That's
Easily.
what I said. That's why I said. I imagined myself sitting on the back porch. Christmas Eve. I'm a father watching my kids.
I feel like this would
me
actually
and my cousin are watching our kids play in the fields while I'm sitting here drinking this beer with my cousin on the porch.
Oh my god. Why
That's very
your-
specific.
why
That's how this
your-
beer makes me feel.
Why is your cousin wait?
It's Christmas, man. Family get-togethers. Come
Okay.
on.
All right. Okay. All right.
Don't ruin my vision, man.
Man. Man.
Yeah. Our family gatherings are just. It's me and my sister and my parents. I got a very small family.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like I said, my family gatherings is just me and my
I've
cousin.
got to go to
That's
separate.
right.
I've got to
You're
go
the
to
only one in my
separate
business.
holidays.
There you go.
Separate
Not
holidays.
even your sister. She
Not
doesn't
my
count.
dad, not my
No,
sister.
just your cousin.
No one, just my cousin.
What the hell?
One of them.
Just one cousin.
Just the one cousin.
That's your true
specifically.
family member right there. I'll spend Christmas with you. Thanks, cousin. Yeah.
You're the best cousin.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, I have separate holidays because now it's so
Yeah.
I get to have.
Now you have 2 Christmases.
Yeah, it's not like it means anything. It's the
Um,
same thing.
Yeah, it's exactly
I
the
used,
same.
to, I
God.
used to have 2 Christmases, kind of. I would wake up at my mom's house and have Christmas there, and then my dad would come pick us up at night, and we'd do Christmas night at my dad's house.
Yeah,
We'd
you do it.
We'd open his presents.
Yeah, you do it Christmas Eve, right?
The past few years, yeah, we've been doing it at Christmas Eve. We haven't been waking up in the morning. We've just been doing it Christmas Eve midnight.
Yeah.
So I guess on Christmas, we drink, we open presents. It's great. Oh, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Your favorite horror movie?
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
It's
Tucker
actually-
and
it's
Dale
not-
versus
it's
Evil?
not. Thanksgiving's
No.
awful. Don't watch
this
it.
This is probably a great time.
Thanksgiving 2.
Oh no.
Thanksgiving. I've never seen
The-
any of those.
Well, appropriate for
Tell me
the
how bad.
upcoming holiday season, Santa's sleigh.
Santa's sleigh. Yes.
Santa's played by Goldberg. He goes on a killing spree. It's great.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
watch this.
Oh, it's so good. It's so bad, but it's so good.
I also
What's-
watched the Christmas theme.
What's the one with aliens? It's like a shitty alien one with like either.
Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
Yes, thank you.
Really? Was that really the movie you were
Yes,
talking?
yes, it was.
I love that movie.
Yes.
That is a great movie. The scene where like the shadow puppets on the wall and he turns into a T-Rex and he just actually eats the people in front of him. It's great. It's amazing.
Oh,
And they're
man.
doing like they make people rot in cotton candy
That's-
cocoons.
That's one of those movies where I know I've watched it. I remember watching it, but I remembered nothing about it. There's a lot of movies that are
Dude.
like that for me. Like, I have seen them.
I've seen
I could
them.
not tell you a single thing about them.
I've had a few movies like that for me too. Also, another Christmas themed horror movie that I watched recently was Silent Night, Deadly Night. If you guys have ever seen that,
I...
is it another one of those movies?
No, I've never seen
That's the one with the garbage day!
Garbage Day, yes. So Silent Night, Deadly Night. At least
What is that on?
that's
Where
the
can I watch it?
That's the second one.
Where
Yeah.
can I
But
watch
the first one is about this guy. He has a traumatic. His parents get killed by a guy in a Santa suit when he
Is
was a
it called
kid.
Silent Night?
It's called Silent Night, Deadly Night.
That's
Yeah.
the first one.
Yes.
Okay.
and like he's a kid, and his parents get killed by a guy in a Santa suit.
Oh my god.
And so he grows up messed up from these traumatic experiences. And so one Christmas, his manager makes him dress up as Santa and be the Santa. And because he saw Santa kill his parents, he goes on a murder spree in the Santa suit.
And then Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 has the best scene in movie history.
Garbage day! It's garbage day.
Yeah, like
What?
it's just a scene where it's like you see this guy taking some garbage bins out, and they're like full to the fucking brim, and it shows this guy, and he's just like fucking super wide-eyed, and he just goes, "Garbage day!" and then points a gun at him, and the guy with the garbage can like lifts up the garbage can to try to protect himself. He's like, "No!" and then just gets shot through the can, and then the guy just like starts laughing, he's just like looks at the gun and goes. Like, it's so bad. It's the best. I love it.
I'm gonna watch it. Where can I watch? Where can I watch this?
I don't know.
Probably have to find it on some
God damn it.
Somewhere.
Okay.
somewhere.
All right. Whatever.
Oh,
I can't give places because of
You guys ever seen The
legal
Collector?
reasons. Huh? The Collector.
Yeah.
No.
Or The Collection? Part 2 of The Collector?
No.
Oh my god.
Can't say I have.
A guy like creates like bunch of saw traps inside of a house, inside of one house, and it's just like they're trapped. This whole family is trapped in there. And so Buddy comes in to put an alarm system in, and he's got a deformity, and the daughter is like, "Ew, you got a weird face," and he's like, "I'm gonna kill all of you because of her." So
Don't tell people.
he
they have
kills
weird
all of
faces.
them because of her. But Homeboy, that is the main character of the show, the movie, is going to that house to rob it at the same time that this guy has created a fucking death trap house for these people.
It's a bad.
So he's like trapped in the house with them, and he's like, it's like a cat and mouse game, but like the guy who has like set up all the traps doesn't know he's there for the longest time. Like they don't know where each other are, like they don't know. Like, things are going off, and they're like, I don't understand. And, like, eventually he catches him and throws him in a box.
Collects him.
Well, he didn't die.
Collects him,
He,
man.
like, survived the night, so he got collected.
Huh.
And then he pops out of the box in the second movie. Like,
That sounds like an interesting.
it was pretty good.
I remember a friend of mine in high school.
Spoiler
telling me-
alert. By the way, it's too late.
I remember a friend of mine in high school. It's another Christmas themed horror film.
We always Christmas
man.
themed horror shows.
Dude, I think my
it's-
favorite line
He didn't tell me
from
much.
Thanksgiving is, "Get over here, girl, I'll fucking stuff you." like, fuck, and it's a headless cooked turkey.
Stuff you.
Like,
Yeah, but
Yeah, go on.
I haven't watched it. I've been wanting to. He was telling me about it as he was loaning it to one of our other friends, but the movie is called The Ginger Dead Man.
the Ginger
I've
Dead
seen
Man.
the third
I
one.
have heard of.
There's
this
3?
movie.
Yeah,
Oh my god, we need to have a fucking marathon.
The one I watched is he goes back in time to try to kill Hitler. Dude, I'm not even kidding.
The ginger dead man goes
And
back
he-
in time to kill
But
Hitler.
He makes a mistake and goes to the 70s and just kills a bunch of disco
Oh
dancers.
my god!
We-
Damn it!
We need to have a movie marathon.
For the ginger
Like we have to watch The Ginger Dead Man 1, 2, and 3.
1, 2, 3, back to back.
Like in sequence.
We might as well just do as many Christmas things as possible as well.
We'll watch Santa's Sleigh.
It's like
Solid
a
Night,
horror.
Deadly
It's
Night
the
1 and
Santa.
2.
Oh my god, we
Oh,
can have a
man.
Christmas horror
Christmas
themed
horror
party.
movie.
I would love that.
It sounds great.
That'd be great,
I like that.
honestly.
Let's do it.
I'm for it.
Honestly.
I'm so down.
Dude,
It's
it's
so
funny
funny.
that you mentioned the Ginger Dead Man because I was gonna talk about the Ginger Dead Man movie. 'Cause
That's so weird.
it's so ridiculous.
Oh man, I need this in my life right now.
Dude, it's
I think
great.
okay, so I think they consider
I might.
like there's so many movies that are considered Christmas movies because they're only set in like wintertime settings.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen too many like holiday Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving 2.
I mean,
But what-
that's obviously Thanksgiving.
Okay, so what are some horror movies that have not been purposely bad?
Purposely
That you kind of like,
bad.
because I mean, obviously, when someone makes a horror movie that's bad, most of the time I think they mean for it to be bad.
Ex Machina.
Is that a horror movie?
It's more like a suspense
It's a
thriller.
suspense thriller, which is it's a great movie, honestly.
Dude, there's this movie called The Marrow that was like really weird at first, and I thought it was gonna be really shitty, and then towards the middle and the end of it, I was freaking the fuck out. Like, what the fuck am I watching right now? This is crazy. The Marrow.
I was enjoying The Boy for quite a bit up until like the very end. Spoiler alert: the reveal is that the doll is not
girl.
The doll is not haunted, and there's in fact a man in the house controlling the doll when she's not looking.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a cop out for a horror movie. No.
Creepy.
Yeah, and it's like as soon as it's revealed that it's not a ghost and it's just a fucking creepy ass dude with like a burnt face, it completely took it away from me. Like I just completely lost interest.
The Amazing is gone.
I was like, because like the movie just completely shits on itself right at that point. Like that's like the turning point where it goes from good to just not.
Oh, dude, I have a problem. Modern day horror movies
Are
terrible. They're absolutely terrible. All they
They're
do
terrible.
is they rely on. I like a horror movie
It's
that
all-
makes me feel terrified
Yeah.
watching it, like uncomfortable.
It's the more psychological, the better. Like it
Jump scares are not cool.
I feel like modern horror films completely lose the like philosophy that less is more.
Less is more. To make a horror movie, you need the ambience. You need the atmosphere to be creepy. You want people to feel uncomfortable watching it.
It's better in not showing the monster because leaving it up to the imagination is scarier than actually showing what it is.
Great movie that does that. The Babadook.
The Babadook.
The Babadook.
Up until you see it at the end. And
I was
like,
terrified.
How
Oh,
ridiculous it is.
You kind of see it at the end.
It's pretty fucking stupid looking when you actually do see it, though.
Yeah.
It's
But,
really
like,
stupid.
but,
looking.
like, you
there's
spend
a reason.
95%
There
of
is
the
a
movie.
fucking reason why it looks stupid. It's not even just because.
The drawing of the Babadook is scarier than the Babadook itself because the drawing is accurate.
Pretty scary.
They should have just gone with the drawing being
What
it
else?
and never actually showed it.
What else have I seen that was good recently?
Oh, I saw Tusk the other day.
Oh my god!
Tusk
I
is-
make that noise all the time where he's like, he's just pissed. He's like, it's just that scene.
The first time I saw the walrus, man.
Why did you leave him alive? You left him alive.
I know what it
felt
is.
my eardrum like violently shaking.
It's okay. I felt my teeth move.
Ow!
I know. I was like, "Ugh."
Dude, the first scene when you first see him, I'm like, oh.
I need a minute. Like fuck. That
That was the most perfect representation of it, though. I'm glad I was far away from you, but it's great.
I do it a lot. I make that noise a lot.
And when,
Dude.
oh my
Because
god,
it was just so stupid.
dude, and when the guy dresses up as a walrus and starts fighting me, I was like, there's no way this is a real movie.
Today you will decide if you live or you're walrus. Like, what do you mean? Are you man? Oh, you're walrus! Tribal fighting music. Like, immediately gets down on all fours to fight him with his fucking fake tusks. Like, what the fuck are we watching right now? Johnny Depp is just some random guy in a fucking burger. I have been hunting a man, no, a monster, for the past 12 years. Like, what do you mean, Johnny Depp? What are you
How
doing?
much did they pay you, Johnny Depp, to do this?
His daughter,
Not
and,
nothing.
much. So
his
nothing.
daughter and Kevin Smith's daughter are the two girls that are at the.
they're the cashier. At
They're
the,
like
gas
friends.
Oh, really?
station.
Okay.
They're friends.
So how
So-
Johnny Depp got in the movie is it's made by Kevin Smith, like
Yeah,
written and
yeah.
directed. So his daughter and Johnny Depp's daughter are friends, and they got Johnny Depp to be in the movie with him. Didn't have to really pay him all that much, if I remember correctly. I'm not
Honestly,
even sure if
nice.
Johnny Depp even got paid for it. I think he was just like, yeah, cool, I'm going to support my daughter.
Honestly,
I could be wrong.
He didn't even I didn't know it was Johnny Depp at all until I later looked
Yeah,
it up. I
same.
was
Yeah.
like,
Someone mentioned, I think I was watching it with John, and John was like, is that Johnny Depp? And all of us were like, no, that's not Johnny Depp. Why would Johnny Depp be in this movie?
It is definitely Johnny Depp
he
because,
like,
he
looked
goes
it
to
up, it's like
IMDb.
Johnny Depp.
Oh my god, it's Johnny Depp.
yeah.
Do you know he's making, Kevin Smith, he's making another horror movie? It's called Moose Jaws. And the description is, it's Jaws, but with a moose.
Yeah, of course. It's gonna be another Canadian movie too. Kevin Smith, you love your Canadians.
What a it.
They love him.
They love him.
Canadians
So-
love Kevin Smith. And he loves Canadians.
Oh my god.
I think like at least two of the four An Evening with Kevin Smith's, which are like his like Q&As, I'm pretty sure at least two of them are in Canada.
Really?
Yeah.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Silent Bob, man.
It's
Silent
possible
Bob.
that it's more than the two. It could be all of them, possibly. I don't know.
All or them.
Yeah. Yep.
Alright.
What was
Maybe
it?
all of them. Oh,
It's gone forever.
My my ear still hurts.
Good. I lost the tone
Fuck.
earlier.
But like,
Yeah, and you just robbed one from me.
Sometimes we have to suffer.
I didn't. This is what I wanted, but I didn't want this.
one of
Well,
my
I don't know.
one of my favorite horror movies was
I don't know where you.
Cabin in the Woods.
It sounded kind of like lost in thought there for a little while.
I was trying to remember the name, but like Cabin in the Woods.
That
That's
one's
a-
actually not bad. I
Never
do
seen
like
it. I've
the
never seen
concept of
Cabin in
him
the
where they
Woods.
have this like
Yeah.
crazy ass murder house with all these different crazy ass scenarios to like appease these
Two
ancient
pieces of
gods.
Yeah, it's some cool lore.
I've
Yeah.
never seen that.
It's
And
interesting.
that
It's
one scene where all the
so over
elevators
top.
Yeah.
and the elevator scene where all the elevators open
Yeah.
and all the monsters just freaking burst through. It's great. Saw the new Halloween.
Was it good?
That was super good.
I haven't seen it yet.
I
I was
watched
wanting to watch the original
a lot
before
of
watching
I-
the new one.
Yeah, I
and
actually watched the original.
I never got around to
Like,
it.
yeah, I watched
I-
the original like 2 weeks before I watched the new one.
I saw the original when I was in like 5th grade, and I haven't seen it since. So I wanted to rewatch it before seeing the new one.
AMC was having a horror marathon all through October, and like every time that, as soon as one manager left, I just turned on AMC. Like it was a lot of Halloween, so I saw
Dude.
multiple Halloweens multiple times.
There-
Hocus Pocus a few times.
Yeah, Hocus Pocus is one. The blonde witch in Hocus Pocus was like my sexual awakening. Like I felt things for her and I didn't know why.
My willy tinkles when I look at her.
I'm stealing some of this beer because I know you got to drive home soon.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
So-
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You know,
I like this a lot.
This is really
it
good.
is a really good beer. Nightmare on Elm Street terrified me as a child.
The first one is good.
Sleepy
Johnny
Hollow,
Depp is in the first one.
I only
He
caught.
dies. He gets sucked into the bed.
Yes,
yeah,
he
the
does.
bed fountain.
Dude,
That's
you know
Johnny
what?
Depp.
Really?
Yes,
Oh my
it is.
god, Johnny Depp's scene made me afraid to sleep in my bed for days.
There you
when I
go.
was a child.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't, like, I was so terrified that as soon as I fall asleep, I was just gonna be grabbed into my bed and just blood
Yeah,
everywhere.
that,
I was always
that
afraid,
scene was horrifying to
terrified,
me.
and loved the Alien. I love him now.
Oh, the first Alien movie?
All the Alien movies scared the shit out of me.
Game
Constantly.
over, man. Game over.
Constantly.
My mom showed me the
Xenomorphs are
Sleepy
so
Hollow.
fucking cool,
Sleepy
though.
Hollow.
Yeah, Sleepy
so
Hollow freaked me out.
Sleepy Hollow, yeah. Isn't
That's
I
a
think
good movie.
I think that's also Johnny Depp. I'm pretty sure he was.
No, it's not.
Was he not?
Is it not the guy? Is he the main character?
I'm pretty sure he was the Horseman.
No. That's got a fever. A fever can only be
Christopher
remedied.
Walken?
Yeah,
Was it?
Christopher Walken.
Huh.
Telling you.
I don't know,
why
it's been a
keep thinking
long
of-
time since I've seen Sleepy Hollow.
I swear to fucking God, it's Christopher Walken. It's him.
Christopher Walken.
They put the fake teeth in and he goes, ah.
It's possible, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised if that were the case.
I'm not kidding.
I can
Think about
I
it.
can
I'll find
almost
the
like
scene.
I can picture it as Christopher Walken, but I can also picture it as Johnny Depp.
Yeah, me too, but
Yeah, it's
I
one
think
of the
there
two.
was a new Sleepy Hollow. Was there a reboot?
There was a
maybe?
TV show that they made.
I'm talking from the one that was from like the 90s.
Yeah, no, that's the.
There's one in
Christopher Walken.
2000s, wasn't
Yeah.
there?
Oh, okay.
Or was that the one from
Was it?
that?
I don't know.
I thought it was like
know.
I thought it was 90s. I remember it being a lot.
I discovered something very
Longer ago.
crazy about one of my coworkers. I can name any movie, just about any movie, and he can tell me the year that movie was made in, off the top of his head.
Huh. Not when it released, when it was made.
The year. He can almost, some movies he can tell you the exact day. But the year.
Dang.
Like, I had a conversation with him about...
Do you
it's
study
like,
film in college?
No, he just is I don't...
Some sort of
Film
savant.
whiz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's his superpower. That's it. That's all he's got. But it's amazing because we were having a conversation about Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and it was like I didn't know when those movies were made, but I rambled off another like movie that would have been around that time era, and I was like, when was this made? And he was like, actually, this was made in the 80s. And I'm like, what the fuck? Name me a movie that was made around the same time as the original Willy Wonka. And he started naming me some movies off. I'm like,
What?
What?
and he started going through the years. I'm like,
Well, in
what?
1998, these movies were released.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Everyone's got their thing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
great.
man. It's interesting.
I wish I could do that.
I wasn't into horror films until I got older.
Yeah,
was
same. No,
terrified.
I hated
was-
horror movies. When I was a kid, hated horror movies.
I-
Couldn't stand them.
So
I think I started liking them more in the past year and a half.
It's been past 3 years for me.
I hated horror movies because I never found them scary. And I still don't, but now I can still enjoy watching them because a lot of them are just kind of fun to watch.
But yeah, horror movies. I feel like a lot of horror movies. It's like a very like a group setting type of
Yeah.
movie. You can sit
Yeah.
there and like you can be like, who's gonna get jump scared? Who's gonna hit?
Who got you?
I mean, I'm seeing your boat. Horror movies have never really freaked me out, especially horror movies that just use jump scares.
There was one.
I felt uncomfortable, and
The one time I was
Stuff,
legitimately freaked the fuck out wasn't. I guess technically it is a horror film because it's zombies. It was the first Resident Evil, and it wasn't even the zombies. It was the fucking laser hallway.
Yo, that
Oh, dude,
created
no.
a level of stress in my life that I never knew existed until I watched that scene.
Yeah,
Like,
that scene is the one time I've
Like the
fucking
floor is
freaked
lava.
out.
No,
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
everything is lava. Like
Yeah.
Oh my
it
God,
turned
and seeing
that
the
guy
laser beams
into
just-
French fries. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
and yeah, just seeing like the CGI of us lasers just go through him. I was like, oh,
And
he's
then like
sitting there
he's
for a
standing
second
there
there?
for a minute and then just like slowly falls apart and it's just like, well, that's not how that would happen, but like yeah, like I was fucking losing it during that scene. That's the one time I legitimately freaked out watching any sort of horror
I
film.
feel like if lasers hit somebody that was wearing clothes, they'd burst into flame.
Yeah.
I don't care if it did cut through you; you'd still be on fire.
Yeah.
Or you'd be a pile of fire.
Yeah. The logic behind the scene was not great, but like it was fucking freaky.
At least with Star Wars, when they cut people's arms off with it, they were instantly cauterized.
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense. That's scientifically probably correct.
Accurate.
Thanks.
But
Accurate.
But yeah, no, yeah. If you
this is real good.
no, I like it.
Is real
It's
good. I like
I
it.
finished it. It's cool. I'm also gonna give it a.
I don't even think I rated the last beer. I said I was just gonna get it.
Yeah,
I'm
you,
actually
you
gonna
didn't. You didn't rate it.
I'm gonna
I
go-
gave the last one an 8. I'm gonna give this one. Yeah, I'd say this is easily another 8.
It's
Solid
I'd say it's
8,
I'd say
8.5.
it's 7 because I like the other one more. This is still good in its very own, very different ways.
I would give it a little time to like mellow out. Like I'd let it sit for like 6 months, just like kind of cellar it and like let it just kind of ease out a little bit. 'Cause
I
it's
could
very
agree.
big right now.
Yeah, I could agree with
It's
that.
very big.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go an 8.
I'd pick one of these up to have on
8
Christmas.
sounds good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I feel like this is something that it should sit around for a little bit.
Yeah. Because the 2016 I had that was
Sit
a year
around the
old. That one
Christmas
was
tree, you know?
that one was excellent.
Yeah, this is 3 fluid ounces more than the last one.
Yeah.
It's a pint. It's a pint and 9.4 fluid ounces versus a pint and 6.
There you go.
So it's almost 4 ounces more.
Dang.
A little bit higher on
Big.
content too. The last one
10.
was 8 point.
This is a
something.
10%.
This is a 10.
Damn,
yeah.
that's a big ass beer.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a big ass beer with a big ass body with a big ass alcohol content.
It was a big old beer.
That's like almost wine status.
Approved.
Yeah.
Barley
Yeah.
roast approved.
I like this.
Yeah, it's good. I like it. I'm down. I dig it.
me the
I'm down with
I dig
the
it.
sickness.
I'd give it some more. Yeah, I'd let it age a little bit, but yeah. Outside of that, it's still good on its own, fresh.
Yo, this would be good with like cinnamon sticks
Yeah, yeah, I can feel that.
or like
But-
cinnamon cookie ginger snap cookies. Have
Yeah.
some ginger snap cookies with this.
This is another like dessert beer
Could
though.
do those.
It is a dessert.
It's
beer.
not much of like a dinner beer. or
No,
anything like that.
oh my
This
God,
is
no.
absolutely like.
You would
just-
not be able to drink this during dinner. Oh god.
It would actually kill your palate while trying to like.
Oh,
eat.
absolutely.
Oh,
Like you,
but-
you
but-
wouldn't be able to taste your dinner.
Yeah, but sudden burst of flavor that just eradicates your palate.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't be able to taste anything.
Oh. Well, thank you for joining us tonight.
Yeah.
If you like what we're doing,
good.
send us a like, a subscribe, some mail, Facebook ads,
Love
beer
us.
suggestions.
Love us,
Hate us.
please.
We don't really care. We like the attention.
I mean that I don't. Whatever.
I'm sorry we left for a while. We're back.
It's all my fault.
It's actually not.
Happens.
Not entirely. Like we just had really bad scheduling for a few weeks, plus the holidays and whatnot.
Thanks. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.